Alright guys, so we're going to do this on Facebook Live instead. So just give me a quick 2 in the comment box to make sure that you guys can hear me. So give me a 2 in the comments and then I'll continue on with that. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what really is going on with Demio. They're typically pretty good. But, okay. And if you're still inside of the Demio webinar, you could definitely exit out of there. I'm not going to be using that. We're just going to be using this Facebook Live over here. And again, my apologies. Not sure what's going on over there. But the important thing is you can see my screen. And I'm not going to mess around with getting my webcam back on here. So we're just going to go with this. And I'm going to just basically start over from this slide because I'm not sure at what point we disconnected. So, still use the comment box here for questions and all that stuff. And I'm going to need your input as we move forward. But the way that we're doing this is we're just going to run it as literally a daily deal site in terms of marketing and presentation. Okay, I don't want you to get caught up with this idea that you need to, forget what you learned, let's say in the boot camp or with what you've previously have been doing. That's not the case. You're absolutely going to be still using all those business models, the print on demand, drop shipping. Those are going to be our products. The only difference that we're doing here in terms of the site is that we're presenting it as a daily deal site. And, my first big break in online stuff is I sold my startup. It was a daily deal site for sports tickets. And the only funny thing there is I actually had no inventory either because I acted as the middleman for people that already had the tickets. But the only difference between that and any other e-commerce site is just presentation saying that the deal or the product was only going to be available for a couple days. And, yes, you might be using something similar to this right now, with the idea of scarcity, countdown timers, right, urgency. But I'm talking about overall marketing, messaging, presentation, obviously the look and feel of the site, very importantly, the look and feel of the emails, all about generating an ASAP sale. So why does this work so well? Well, there's multiple reasons, and really it's just about the fact that, with inventory that we don't ever have to touch, there's no harm of launching literally a new product every single day. I mean, we could do daily deals, and sometimes you might want to do a weekly deal. You might want to extend the deal. We'll talk all about that as we go through this program. You'll see the different scenarios. Obviously, we'd love to have a winning product last longer, so we're never going to end it. But the overall idea really is that we're going to pretty much be able to offer them a new product at no cost to us, either print on demand or drop shipping. Right? Obviously, print on demand, we need the design cost, but that's about it. So why does this work so well, or really why did I start doing this? It's because this has been the cheapest way to build a store lately for me. And it's really the idea that, and let me also say that this isn't specific to just like an alternative to Shopify. Like this isn't going to replace necessarily your traditional storefront. It's a different way to do it, but this strategy that I'm going to show you in terms of email marketing, opt-ins, and then retargeting, right? That is something that you could use to build any business. So what we really do here is email marketing with daily email blasts, right? Every single day saying, hey, here's the product of the day. As you build that audience, you're going to start building the click-through, right? When you get a big click-through, eventually you make conversions and everyone else will be able to be retargeted. So we do have retargeting ads there, and then of course to maximize our customer, we're upselling, right? So these are not these aren't foreign concepts to you, right? These are concepts that you are using just in different in different capacities, right? So these are just basically different ways that you're going to be able to still achieve the same goal, and that's build a profitable e-commerce store. But the thing really gets flipped on its head when we start thinking about how we acquire the customer. When we do cold traffic, instead of doing cold traffic to a product page, right? And you can make the argument that it's too expensive or it's too challenging. I think that's really a lot of the case where it's just it's a lot of people struggle with the ads because they have a hard time selling on cold traffic, right? Cold traffic basically just saying you have good targeting maybe, like you have cat products and you're advertising to cat magazines, and we're going to be using very similar targeting, but you just might not be able to make the sale. What we're going to be doing here, and what you're going to do if you implement this business model, is that we're going to do cold traffic to a contest. All right, we're going to leverage some awesome prize that we're going to give away totally for free in exchange, obviously, for them to opt in. Right, and we have to just be careful with our terminology, of course, and GDPR type stuff. We're not going to be misleading, right? We'll be upfront that they're going to be added to our list. But the list is really all about it, right? And that's why we do the positioning of daily deals in the first place. Just joining our list isn't really, so obtrusive as it would be to join my newsletter, right? The daily deal list, obviously we're using contests and giveaways to, really make sure that we get cheap ads, right? That's the whole point, right? We're going to say, hey, we're going to give away this amazing thing in your niche. All you need to do is enter the contest. And we are, like I said, we're going to be upfront about the fact that they're going to be added in to receive our daily deals. But like I said, that's way less obtrusive. It's way more attractive to a customer than saying, hey, join our newsletter, because daily deals, right? And obviously Groupon daily deals is not a new thing, right? It's 10 plus years old. I'm not saying that it's a hot business model. It's just one that people can agree with, right? So they definitely want to enter the contest, no doubt about it, right? That's going to get us the cheap clicks on Facebook, but they're going to actually be okay with receiving emails from us afterwards, because we're positioning us as a daily deal. We're basically positioning it as kind of like I saw someone talk about it they call it a newsletter as a service. Basically, people signing up to our newsletter, they're not doing it for our sake. They're doing it for theirs. They're going to get good deals. So that's the idea of cold traffic here is going to be very cheap. Like, we should be getting leads for definitely under 50 cents, right? And then our job is to monetize that lead. And they say that, at minimum, with a good email list, you should be making $1 per subscriber. So that's always our goal, to be acquiring subscribers that open our emails for under $1 as we go through this. But really, and give me some feedback in the chat box, right? Give me a 5 if you think it's easier to acquire a email than it is to acquire a customer. I mean, obviously, it's pretty much a rhetorical question. I mean, it's gonna be way easier for you to run the ads with this strategy, right? Now, you definitely still need to. have good products. You definitely still need to have great presentation, good marketing, and that's going to be a little bit easier because, we already know what our message is going to be all about. But it's very, very straightforward here. And the great thing for you is, especially if you haven't really truly succeeded on paid traffic, is that you don't need to do paid traffic direct to selling. You do direct traffic into something else. It's going to make it a lot easier. And, you'll see when we run ads, it's going to be very cheap. And, of course, we're going to do all that live in front of you. This is really more about kind of just describing the strategy. And I do see a few more comments still coming in on Demio. If you're watching on Demio, make sure that you're coming over into the group. I'm just going to post that in there. But you don't need to be in Demio if you're in both. David says, is the dollar per month or for lifetime? It's per month. So every month you got 100,000 users on your email list, you should be making $100,000 in sales. I mean, and this doesn't necessarily mean e-commerce. This business model right here, like, this could work for anything. It doesn't matter what it is, right? It could be local businesses, it could be physical products, it could be T-shirts. It honestly, it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. It could work for anything. That's the key here. This is not a replacement for e-commerce. This is really just a strategy for making money online with any type of business you could ever dream of. That's what I really like about this strategy. I mean, you could apply it to anything. You could apply it to, you want to do SEO services, you could do this, right? Your contest, your giveaway might be, a year's worth of your SEO services. Or it could be a new computer, right? Like, let's say, and I did this very, very well in the past, and yes, this is recorded. For my daily deal site back then, I would give away autographed memorabilia, right? Let's say I wanted to reach Dodger fans. I would give away a Dodger autographed baseball. It cost me $30 or $40 on eBay, and I generate, thousands of emails on a contest. Plus, I'd get some great social media when I'd give away the, obviously you give the ball away at the end, or give away the prize, and then they take a picture, right? I even made that a requirement that you need to just take a picture of yourself, with the prize. It was often tickets, so they'd take a picture of them with ticket, with the, at the game and stuff like that. But, there's huge benefits of this, in the long term. But contests just make it easy. All right, so work in any niche, any business model, e-commerce or not, your main sales will come from email marketing, right? When you press the send button every single day, you would anticipate to start seeing sales trickle in, and you'll definitely see a spike in sales. And admittedly, you'll just on email marketing alone, you'll see a pretty big spike, and then a little bit extra spike maybe an hour or two later, and that's about it. It will go down after that. That's normal, right? You're gonna, it's not gonna be a consistent stream of sales all day when our main sales channel is from email blasts. So, just in terms of simplifying this business right now, you get 1,000 emails on your email list. It's not going to really work too well, right? You have 50,000 emails on your email list, then it's going to look really, really good, right? So, of course, you don't need to start with 50,000 emails. But the point is, the more emails you generate, there's definitely a snowball effect. The more emails you generate, the better you get at running this cold traffic to the contest page, the cheaper you get the leads for. That's going to lead you to more success, right? And it's not as simple as just generating the leads. Obviously, you need to sell to them as well. But that, I believe, is pretty easy because that has traditionally worked in e-commerce forever. You have people that are interested in a specific type of niche, you put products in front of them. Simple as that. Now, our secondary sales definitely is going to be something that you're already comfortable with. Retargeting ads, right? So we're going to be generating, quote-unquote, free traffic through email marketing, right? Because we only have to pay for the customer the email opt-in once. Right? Let's say someone joins your email list. You guys are on my email list. I email you 1 billion times, right? I only have to pay for you to join once. So you pay for them to join your list once. You send over and over and over. So we're getting quote-unquote free traffic. Then we go back in there and we retarget them. Right? We do our website conversion, purchase, retargeting ads. Very cheap, high ROI. And that's going to close and bring our secondary channel for sales. But if anyone has any experience selling on Facebook, obviously way easier to make a sale with retargeting than it is with cold traffic. So this is going to work with all of our POD apps. We're going to be using Gear Launch. We're going to be using drop shipping. This could integrate with Oberlo or Dropified. I'll probably be using CJ drop shipping because I like using them. Either way, tons of really things that you already know to go in there. So first reactions on this model. Give me some comments in here or questions. Right, what do you think about this thing? We're going to move on to the next section here. I see a question. Would this be a niche newsletter, or would you cover multiple deals? So, of course, daily deals like Groupon are super, super, super general. I'm not a fan of doing anything general. I don't, nothing that I've done has that has worked big has been general. All my successes have been niche. Classic car auction company, sports tickets, cat T-shirts. Right? It's like, you got to go niche. You have to go super niche. So we're going to be going niche for sure. We're going to pick at least 3 niches to consider, and then we're going to all together do research, kind of for homework, and then we'll agree in the group. We'll do like a little poll, I guess, about what's going to be the best, or I might just make an executive decision. But we'll all talk about it. And I have some very clear requirements. I think they're on the next slide about requirements for a good niche. So Mark says likes it a lot. Sadia says sounds great. David says nice. Okay. Does anyone not like this business model? Curious about that. What objections might you have for this business model? Steven says, so once you have a lot of products in your store, can you automate the deal emails to rotate? To be honest, I'm not so sure. The email work is incredibly easy. It's like just copy and paste. So I don't think the email, you could outsource the email work very, very easily. I don't know if there's any, you're going to see that when we build the Shopify store and the ClickFunnels, there's a lot of things that I kind of just hack together to make the feeling of a daily deal site. So there's not going to be the traditional, emails that you might get from Groupon, but we're going to try to mimic them. So you'll see. Jay says, I'm not sure what's going on yet. No problem. Robert says, awesome, I've been wanting to try out this strategy. That's cool. New deals every day, so Chris, that's a good question. He says, are there going to be new deals every day? This is what I found, right? When you have a winning product, that's 99% of the battle, right? You need to find a winning product. Now, there is never, ever, ever going to be a time where we reach, let's say, 11:59 p.m. and then it gets to 12 midnight. The product will always be available. First of all, there's no functionality in Shopify to change that. So we're not trying to code anything in there. So the products will always be available. It's simply the presentation and the marketing of it, right? Like if you get an email that says daily deal, cat necklace, and you click on it and you get to the site and it says 18 hours left, and there's scarcity counters and all the urgency around the site, and inventory counters and blah blah blah. I don't want to say that we're lying, but you're going to believe what we present. So the feeling of what happens in a daily deal site, the scarcity, the urgency, is all we care about. Okay, that's all we care about. So the products will stay on there. Now, would we email multiple products multiple days? Absolutely, right? Because when we have a winning product, we want to take advantage of it. So the reason why we launch a lot of products is because we just want to test a lot of products. That's it. How about increasing our Facebook Messenger list instead of email? So Facebook Messenger is definitely something that we can do. Emails convert better, right? Bots are so popular now, and you'll see that there is definitely a use for them here. Email marketing will be higher conversion, right? Now, open rates and click rates are not conversion rates, right? This is why everyone wants to promote bots and stuff like that, because, it's very easy to get like nice looking stats, but you need higher conversion. Email definitely converts higher. There's no doubt about it. Right? It's also going to be a little bit more expensive to acquire an email as opposed to people, basically just clicking into your Messenger. But Messenger is valid. It's just not going to be the premier thing here. Is the objection to send an email every day? Yes, definitely. As we, the first level objection is to generate lots of email addresses. So on retargeting, we link straight to the product page. Yes. On retargeting, we're always going to go back to the product. Is this easy for people who don't have an email list yet? Well, no. It's impossible if you don't have an email list. But we're starting a store literally from scratch. So I don't have an email list. Right? Like, I'm not taking over my cat brand or whatever. We're going to start from scratch. I was actually thinking about that. Even if we do cats, because that's one of the niches I was thinking about, I'm not going to use anything that I previously had. So I'll just pretend that it's a brand new asset, right? New ad account, new Facebook pixel, etc. Does the store still look the same? Yes. The store's going to look very much the same. And again, there's no daily deal setup that looks really nice in Shopify. So a lot of it is just presentation, marketing, and messaging. Right? It's not going to be similar to Groupon's homepage. There will be other things on it, and that's okay. But obviously we're linking to where we want to link. You'll see how it looks. You'll see. It's basically just updating the homepage to have or to show. And really, you just do this through featured category checkbox. But whatever product you put as the checkbox will be the product that gets shown on the homepage. That's very easy to set up. So I didn't develop any new theme. Like I said, I just hacked together a lot of different things here. This isn't like functionality any different. It's just presentation difference. Jefferson says perfect with PURRR. I like that. My cat's sleeping next to me right now. Would this model be better utilized by a store more developed, established? Well, absolutely. I mean, if you already have 30,000 emails, this would be a great way to monetize those emails, definitely. But I don't think most people have that. If you already have 30,000 emails, you're probably already making money. So you don't necessarily need to be doing what I'm trying to build here. But it could be something good. I mean, if you have 30,000 emails though, or something like that, you probably already have a good brand that's working. So don't change it. But yes, I mean, let's say we did this, let's say I send an email in a week from now, and I can, this store continues on for 10 months, and 10 months later I send an email. Obviously, the email 10 months from now is going to work way better because I'm just going to have more people. This is, assuming all quality is about the same, it's more the better here. Would you rather send to 10,000 people or 1,000? Obviously, 10,000 people because you're going to have better more opens, right? Say about 30% will open your email, right? 20 to 30%. 3% will click. So you need some big numbers here in order to generate sales. But that's okay because you're building a brand and an asset, that email list, throughout the whole process. And we're going to be doing upsells for sure. So initial niche discussion. These are some of the ones, and I want you guys to think about this as we go on throughout the rest of this presentation about what we're going to be building here. So kitchen is one that I was really thinking because it's not necessarily a direct passion niche on on a basis to where I want to run direct traffic. I don't think many people have had, apart from some big products, have had success kitchen. But I do think it's something that if we can have a basis of customers that we can continuously reach through email, right? Warm emailing, I think it's a pretty good one. Dogs and cats, obviously either of those would be super popular. Tons of products, right? 90s nostalgia was one I thought was pretty good. I always see the Google Trends, this says is a pretty popular one. I always see this on social. I think the challenge here would be trademark infringement, it's trying to stay away from that, so that's something to consider. Gun lovers, definitely a big niche. And automobile lovers, car lovers, also a big niche. Somewhat tough on the infringement as well. I'll talk about requirements, really. I skipped this, right? We need to have passion in the niche, obviously, and it needs to be big. And I always say you should have passion in it yourself, right? That's why I always would tend to, I think on a niche list like this, I'd probably like to do cats, or maybe 90s nostalgia would probably be the most fun for me, so I'd probably consider that the most. Has to be huge in size, right? And we're talking about both very broad and specific audiences. We don't need to do exactly narrow audiences like we might do in something like interest grouping with direct traffic, because our offer should really make sense to everyone. Like, our offer should really be like relevant to every single person in the niche, because our offer is to win something that everyone in the niche should like, right? So it's like, anyone, even in the biggest broad audience, would be interested in your offer. That's not going to always be the case, especially cost-efficient wise, with direct traffic. We also need to have niches that have buying demographics. Like, we don't want to just target 14-year-olds because they're not going to buy. High perceived value, easy to give away contest prizes. This is big, right? And, we can definitely do infringement here because it's not infringement. We're not selling. And I did a lot of research on this throughout the years because I've done this a lot. You're able to leverage and market the fact that you're giving away a product. Now, you can't offer that for sale, right? You can't sell an infringing product, but if you buy a product, let's say, for example, you buy, a really cool tennis racket, a nice brand. Of course, you couldn't sell those in your store if you were going to get it from AliExpress or whatever. But if you bought the real deal thing, right, you bought it from their site or whatever, you're legally able to give that away as a contest. And in the run of business, you're able to market your contests. So you are then able to use trademarked items, right? They can't be copyright infringement, right? But I'm saying trademarked items, like real legitimate items that you buy from the official store. You could use those in your contests. And obviously, this is why you see people always wanting to do infringement for their Shopify stores, because it's so much easier to sell an infringing product. So let me stress this again, okay? We're not selling infringing products. We're not dealing with copyright infringement or fake products, but we're talking about officially licensed products that we buy in a store. The example that I gave before was an autographed baseball of a popular player, right? Or even, how about a better example? This is a great example, okay? An officially licensed Los Angeles Dodgers baseball jersey. Okay, not a fake one from AliExpress, a real one from the team store. We were able to then use that as a contest and market that. Okay, high perceived value, easy to give away. It's going to give us very cheap ad delivery. Right, so yeah, brand name product. Right, brand name product as a giveaway. Very, very awesome. Jefferson says home and garden would be nice. You can include it in the ad copy. I'm not sure what you mean by that part. I imagine you could write those off as well. Okay, Chris, great point. I imagine you could, yes, of course. So let's say you go over the top here. I don't suggest this. It's not necessary, right? But let's say you wanted to build the ultimate list of, let's say sports. I don't know about sports car, just car lovers, right? And you're like, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to give away a $25,000 car. Right, you could certainly do that, and in fact, you could write off that entire $25,000 as a marketing expense. You'd probably also generate an unbelievable amount of leads. Now, that's excessive, right? I'm not going to be giving away a $25,000 product, but to Chris's point, says I imagine you could write those off as well. Yes, absolutely, these are marketing assets. They're also going to be great assets when they turn into user-generated content of the person winning this contest. Like, it's going to be great. So that's very true. But contests actually, when I look for the niche, I'll skip to the last slide here. I want to finalize 3. If you're going to be giving me a niche idea, it has to come along with a giveaway idea, because the giveaway is just as important. In fact, the giveaway is like equally important, because the giveaway is really what's going to generate the traffic in the first place. Yes, you can mention the name in the ad copy, right? You could. So it's, this is a big court case about this in the 70s, and I was reading all up about this. Basically, if you're running a contest, you're able to market the fact that you're running a contest. If you're running a contest and you're giving away a prize, that's part of the contest. You're able to then market that. Do a quick Google search. There's a bunch of precedents that have been set legally about this, so it's very solid. But these are some of the niches that I was thinking about. Oh yeah, also last thing, lots of dropship product opportunities, right? That's what I'm talking about. 90s nostalgia might be great, but what are the actual products that we're going to sell? I'm sure we can get great giveaways, but what are we going to sell, right? That's going to, I think that's going to be a little bit of an issue, and we need the niches to be shareable and social. I think that works a lot because this is the idea that we're doing a giveaway, right? People are going to be very likely to share, to tag their friends because nothing's being sold here on the front end. Or we're just simply generating emails, right? Wireless accessories, phones, tablets, laptops. Yes, I'm not exactly sure what overall niche that is. Those are great prizes, definitely. Accessories and things like that as a niche, I'm not so sure. But that is an interesting one because we would have a nonstop amount of product. That's interesting. That's a good one, Jefferson, for sure, or whoever said that, Robert. All right. So, and these are the initial niche discussions, and I'll just give an example, or see if I can give a good example. Kitchen, probably what I would do is go on Amazon and just find like a good kitchen product to give away. Maybe like, something between $50 and $200 is typically what I look for. Whatever has the highest perceived value. I don't really know much about kitchen stuff, so I'd have to do some research. Definitely open to any suggestions for a giveaway there. But like the idea there is that like if you're going to be buying kitchen products, what would be a universally beloved giveaway that we can give someone, right? I don't know if it's going to be like a really awesome blender, plates, new pots. I don't know, something like that though. Let's say you're doing dogs, right? Maybe you do a giveaway for like you could even do something like a $200 gift card to Petco. Right? Doesn't really make much sense though because you want people to be buying from your own site, but typically you'd want to give away like a cool product, maybe like a really awesome cat tree or something like that, or a dog bed, or something crazy. Something crazy that's going to also look good on social, right? Because we're talking about these contests are going to be giveaways as ads. 90s nostalgia, right? I don't know. It could be any type of thing that you see, like for anything from the 90s or any of those eras. Tons of that stuff on the contest thing. I just think that it would be a challenge to find some products that we could sell. Now, we could definitely go gray area with a lot of t-shirt designs and stuff like that, but I don't think there'd be much outside of just print on demand. Gun lovers, right? This could be a good one. I think there's a lot of gun lover things, and this could even, get a little bit wider to really just kind of veterans as well, military as well. So it might not be gun lovers as the niche, but it's just we kind of have something more broadly deemed that way, even something more patriotic. Also, auto cars, something on the lower end of a giveaway. We would have to find something that would be kind of universally beloved there again, so that's a little bit tough. I think memorabilia is often a giveaway thing because it has such a high perceived value. So that would be something that could apply to some of these niches. Dogs and cats, so maybe like a grumpy cat type, like an auto. I don't even know what they have there, but something that would be clever and social and high perceived value. And kitchen. I think on this list, kitchen looks good because there's just so many. There's just so many products there. That's why I put kitchen at the top of the list here. I just think there's a lot of products. So someone give me a good idea. If we can give away some good or have some good ideas for kitchen giveaways, that might be something good. Jory has a good idea. I was thinking about bundling as well, like bundling lots of gifts. She says bundling a dog bed, leash, dishes, the complete dog package. I like that. Video games mark definitely is a good one. The issue is, again, what do we sell, though, that's not trademark infringement? Right? We can give away an Xbox or something, but then what do we start selling these people? Music producer, I like that one. Give away expensive plugins, but on the front end, on the back end, what do we sell? Music is a little bit tough because of the infringement, right? We don't want to be talking, we can't be about bands or DJs or anything like that. But we'll continue moving on this. But think about kitchen and think about some ideas, because at the end I'm going to need to take 3 ones we could all agree upon as being our top ones, and then we're going to do research throughout the week and nail one down. So here's how the plan is going to look in terms of what we're going to be working with. A special knife recipe, celebrity recipe book, that's pretty good. An espresso machine, yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a nice coffee machine, that's cool. I think everyone drinks coffee as well. Okay, another couple people, so that's good. All right, let's come back to that. Facebook ads for an awesome giveaway. That's That's going to be our first goal to get to. A couple different milestones of what we get to. We need to get to the point where we're live and ready to do our awesome giveaway ads. Now, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to be using ClickFunnels for this. Okay, ClickFunnels, and I'll show you all this. ClickFunnels opt-in page as the contest. It's going to be all about marketing and messaging there, right? It's going to be an opt-in page where they enter their email, but everything is going to be all about them winning this prize. Okay, you don't need to be a designer, you don't need to be a developer to use ClickFunnels. Very easy. Tons of templates that already look good. You know, you signed up for this course on a ClickFunnels page. So then they submit their email, right, to enter the contest. Then we immediately sell them on the thank you page. Okay, so thank you for submitting the contest. You know, we're going to have a couple other call to actions. For example, join our Facebook group. It's just going to be another great asset for us to promote our products. But we're going to have products on that product page. I don't anticipate, you know, typically seeing much click-through on there, but we always want to sell, right? We don't need to aggressively sell, but on the thank you page, we're going to have product. And hopefully they click through into that product because that's going to get them into our pixel on our Shopify site. So we do need to have a ClickFunnels and Shopify site ready to go before we have our ads to run for the giveaway. Okay. Now, obviously on email submission, that means the email needs to go somewhere. Okay. And we're not going to have daily deals, you know, at first in terms of email daily deals. We'll have product on our site, but we're not going to be emailing daily deals yet until we start generating, you know, a flow of emails. But people that do get emails are going to get a welcome confirmation. We'll set this up probably through either Aweber or MailChimp. And we're going to have it be, so when they enter the opt-in, they're going to get a confirmation email saying, thanks so much, you're entered in the contest, you know, we value, you know, thanks, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, we'll put some very, positive messaging in there saying, here's a coupon code, please take an exclusive first look at our store before the deals. Right, so they can go in there and take a look and hopefully use some coupon code to buy a product that is in the store, products that will eventually, in the coming days or weeks, be promoted as daily deals. Right, so that is going to be basically a 3 to 5 email flow. We'll build that. Again, it's probably going to be an Aweber, so it just happens automatically. So once they enter their email, they'll get a confirmation email, and then for the next 4 days, they'll get 4 more emails. We'll basically be selling them product, telling them about the ideas of the store, getting them to go and like and follow us and hook up into our messenger bot on Facebook, etc. So that's kind of like the little welcome sequence. It's going to be about 5 emails. Okay. Then we get into the actual daily deals. Right, and this is going to be really about the threshold of how many emails we have. If we have 35 emails, there's no point of doing daily deals. Right, we need to have hundreds to start. Well, let's say we get to, you know, and I don't want to set a number yet. Let's say I'd like to get at least, 100 to start sending daily deal emails, because those will even equate to a couple of opens and clicks. But we'll send emails as quickly as we can, and those are going to just be all about producing or representing products in there, and we're going to do those daily. Right, now, we may not do daily at the beginning. We don't want to bombard, the same 300 people. It's probably not the best idea. But once we start building up our email list, we're going to certainly be increasing the frequency of our emails, getting to the point where we email a new product every single day. And there's going to be other products in the email. It's just they're not going to be featured. Right, so this is the point where we're never going to remove a product from the store, and we're always going to be showing them multiple products, but just one will be that featured deal of the day. Let's see, Facebook ads retargeting. So once we get people clicking on the daily deals, this is when we start doing our retargeting. So it's going to be individual product retargeting. We're going to be using website conversion as our ad. This is going to be your typical, your very typical, your traditional ad marketing, retargeting ads that you would do with any type of e-commerce. Okay, another email marketing sequence that we're going to run is at the end of the contest flow. Say it's a 2-week contest. There's only going to be one winner, right? There's going to be thousands of losers, and we're going to do a you didn't win, but you got second place sales email. These work so well, right? Like you say, and it basically, flesh it out a little bit more than this. But in short, it's going to say, hey, you didn't win, but you got second place. Second place gets you 50% off any of our products for the next 24 hours, right? Great positioning there, right? Basically just making money out of nothing. Right, because of the fact that these are not paid traffic. So when we get this traffic here, we can do a big coupon. It might not be 50%. It depends on what our margins are. But we're not accounting for any paid traffic costs there because we already paid for that customer one time acquiring their email. So we'll implement that for sure. Are you retargeting people who view the giveaway ad but don't opt in? Highly depends. Hopefully not. I'd like to just have a niche where I have 50 million people in it. And, I'm going after opt-ins for 45 cents. And to go and do a retargeting, at that point, I'm not going to be able to retarget and acquire them for 45 cents. Now, if you pick a niche where there's only like, 800,000 people and CPM is sky high and it's costing you $1.80 to acquire a customer, to acquire an email, then you might have to do retargeting. But those numbers are already way off. So we should not rely on retargeting the opt-ins. We should just be going very broad, right? It's like if we give ourselves, let's say, 50 cents. I mean, I don't know how those numbers work, right? How, like, if someone clicks, doesn't opt in, then clicks again on the retargeting, we've got to be over 50 cents at this point. So too expensive. Probably. We'll see, though. My plan is to not use it. Okay, Facebook ads. Oh, yeah, Facebook ads, we're going to be leveraging our leads. So we're going to be doing website conversion a lot of the time for contest giveaway. We'll also do PPE. I'm not a massive fan of PPE, but it is cheap, and it's going to be shareable because it's a contest. But we're going to be generating leads under the website conversion lead event. We're going to be then creating lookalike audiences off of our lead lookalikes. Off of our lead custom audience, and then we're going to run opt-in ads for our cold traffic to obviously our interest-based audiences, and then eventually our lookalikes as well. So this definitely has that snowball effect. Going to get a lot easier as you go on. Ad progression. I actually just mentioned this. So we start off, we're doing website conversion lead. So website conversion is the objective, lead is the event. And we're also going to try some PPE ads for contest opt-in. Okay, we want to be generating hundreds of opt-ins per day. Okay, we really need to. So website conversion lead is probably going to work the best. Right? If we have something that really goes viral on the contest, PPE would be a good choice as well. Then we're going to do, obviously, website conversion purchase and potentially trying reach ads for product retargeting. That's a nice strategy that is kind of working right now, but for the most part, it's going to be website conversion purchase. Then we're going to be doing website conversion lead ads again for those lookalikes, right? This is basically just, taking the leads that we had from the original cold traffic opt-ins, turning those into lookalikes, and then basically running new ads, right? New contests. Contests could run anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. That's the typical time frame. And then we're going to also have a big retargeting audience here, right? Because we should be able to get cheap clicks. And I don't even, really free clicks when we talk about email marketing. But we should be able to get a lot of clicks. So then, your catalog, your DPA, your carousel retargeting for returning customers, that's going to be big as well. Because this isn't just general, right? We're going to be focusing on a niche, whether it's kitchen or cats or whatever. Okay, so Shopify theming. Let's see what we have here. Okay, a couple more slides. Shopify theming. Okay, we're going to be doing the minimal theme, and it's just going to be turned into a daily deal site, and strictly going to be turned into a daily deal site in terms of marketing and positioning. So, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say we compare Shopify stores. On a minimal theme, you're going to have a logo and navigation, right? Well, we're going to have a logo and navigation on our store as well, right? Our navigation items might be a little bit different, right? We're going to have something that says today's deal or extended deals or extended offers, whatever, right? But it's still going to be the same idea, right? A navigation in an existing minimal store might be something like home, catalog, mugs, about us, contact us, right? We'll still have about us. We'll still have FAQs and contact us and all that stuff. Just basically positioning it differently. Daily deals, we're going to have a countdown clock, right? Now it's going to be a recurring countdown clock and just go every 24 hours. Right? Very easy to, we could pick any plugin, any app to allow us to do that. Okay? What happens after 24 hours? The countdown resets, right? Why does that not matter? Because we're doing daily deals in the positioning, the emails. We're going to say, hey, today's deal is this, right? Now, here's another great thing. Let's say they don't open their email for a couple days, right? They click on the link, and they say, I really, really want this dog t-shirt. I need it. But the daily deal is over. They click on it. Do you think that we want to show them a button that says unavailable? Obviously not. They're going to be able to buy the product. Right? If they want to buy any product that we have, especially print on demand or dropship, where it doesn't matter where it is or if we touch it or not, we're always going to want to allow them to buy that product. So after the daily deal, it's going to remain in the store. It's going to be in the catalog under extended offer. Right? Maybe we might even have something like, we definitely will have stuff like best sellers, right? Customer favorites, etc. They'll, of course, be used for upsells. Right? We're always going to have upsells. Site should be basically a simple product page with tons of scarcity, urgency, upsells, and an extended offer catalog, right? The homepage is going to be basically, it's going to present a product and other products as well, right? And that's going to be just because the idea of we're trying to mimic what a daily deal site is. But this is, this is just a demo of Minimal Site. This is just a traditional print-on-demand site. It's not going to be too dissimilar from this, right? We're not, like, what we're going to have differences really is going to be in this section. We're going to have messaging where it strictly talks about daily deal, today's deal, 4 hours left, 125 bought, 60% off, blah, 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 right? Same thing, just different positioning. Over here we'll say home, today's deal, extended offers, customer favorites, FAQ, contact us. Okay, in the footer we'll have we'll still have our our opt-in box, our social media, our links, our trust icons, right? Nothing is going to be it's not going to be out of the ordinary. This is going to be stuff that you're going to be able to do. It's just that this is a new adaptation of Shopify. So ClickFunnels, what is ClickFunnels going to do in here? Now, it's really in the short term, it's going to be all about contests and opt-in funnels. We're literally going to go and just pick any of the existing funnels, and we're going to brand it obviously to our color scheme, our brand, our logo, etc. We'll need to do that for the brand that we build, but it's going to be very simple to do that. They're just opt-in pages, right? Now we're going to be selling via confirmation pages, and what I mean by selling, I literally mean linking off into Shopify. So let's say let's just do like a very basic example. Let's say we have the, we got a contest page, and they enter their email, and then they get to the thank you page, and it says, thank you so much. You'll be alerted if you win. The contest ends in 2 weeks. And then at the bottom say, why don't you take a look at our most popular products, and we just show 3 products. And those link over to Shopify, right? And why does that make sense? Because we always want to sell. Right, we're in the business not to give away items, not to collect email addresses. We need to make money. That's very important, right? We're not doing a good job if we just generate 100,000 email addresses. We are doing a good job if we generate money off of those email addresses that is profitable in comparison to the cost to acquire the customer or the email. Okay, so at any opportunity to sell, we want to do it. So thank you page, confirmation, connect with us on Facebook in our group, join our group, and take a look at our products, right? And eventually and I really haven't done this to be honest, but we could, in theory, also create funnels in ClickFunnels to sell the products. But really, Shopify has just been easier for me, so that's why I really have a bigger focus on Shopify. Obviously, I just have more experience in it as well. So that's the end of the presentation, and this is probably one of the shorter classes today because I really wanted to go through the conceptuals, and I need to get a consensus on what niches that we want to consider. So we're going to go over in the next couple of days in the group. A lot is going to happen live in the group. We need to come to a consensus on what niche to do. What niche should we go with, and what giveaways are we going to go with? And then after that, that's going to set us up with obviously needing to build ClickFunnels, build Shopify, get our logo, start doing our Facebook ads targeting, right? That's all going to be basically for next class. So the question right now. Hey, Kyle, I didn't even know you were in here. Kyle, what's up? Larger email lists, more valuable asset. Yes, definitely. When you want to sell your brand, sophisticated buyers will ask about your email list before anything else. Well, they'll ask about your revenue first, but after that, they'll ask about your email list. I sold my startup strictly because of actually 3 things. 1, the email list, 2, the SEO, and 3, the Facebook ads. So we're not going to be doing much SEO here. Mine was on a custom platform, so I had to do a lot more SEO than a Shopify site would. But email marketing and Facebook ads are going to be the main skills that obviously I'm very good at, and that's what I'm going to leverage and show you here. So I need help here. What are going to be the 3 niches that we're going to consider? We're not going to pick anyone right now, but I want you to submit them in this chat box or in this comment box. Let's spend a good 5-10 minutes thinking about this in the format that you see on the screen. Put the niche name and the giveaway idea. So put baseball niche, baseball jersey, put kitchen niche, Nespresso machine, okay? And I want as many ideas as possible because we need to really, I want us all to come to agreement. First of all, I think it's going to just give us a better chance of success. We have, 40 brains in here instead of just 1. But also I want you to be, really involved in this. So think about some ideas. I think, we got to think also about being able to have products that are easily sourced for drop shipping that aren't going to be potentially trademark infringement. I think that's going to be good. Or that it's not that it's going to be good, it's going to be required. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to read some of these out there, and you guys can see them, obviously. Where is that? Baby New Mom. I'm not sure where the... So, sleep products. Okay. I can see that. Kitchen Niche Blend-Tech Blender. You know what, actually, let me make a little note about these. So, Blend-Tech Blender. What else do we have over here? Espresso. Dogs. Complete bed. Leash. Collar set. I'm super tempted to do dogs or cats. You know, I mean, it's like just an infinite amount of products. Infinite amount of products, infinite amount of dog lovers. So that's a tough one. I've never really had success with dogs. So we'll see. So 80s nostalgia, Andreas. My problem here is that it's a great giveaway, but what is the product that we sell? Right? What are we going to sell to them afterwards? Do I have a price point in mind? Ben, absolutely not. I don't care. I'd love to have $10. I'd love to have $200. I want to have all different prices. I don't think we'll be able to sell a $2,000 product, but I absolutely, definitely want to have higher than a typical $20 product. So I'd like to have some big stuff out there if possible. So auto pressure washer, foam cannon. I think I know what a foam cannon is. That's a good one. Outdoor niche camping. Oh yeah, outdoor niche. So outdoor / camping and backpack. Okay, fishing. That's a good one. Lures. Fishing is a great niche. That's a good one. Interesting. Okay, whoops. Dogs got a training video. I like that. Auto feeder. Mark, you're right. Yeah, I think that Facebook knows I'm a cat person, so they give me lower CPM on the cat targeting and higher on the dog targeting. That's funny. So John, I would say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, John Gaynor. Camping, right? Good niche. A camp light, it doesn't sound like it's exciting. So, this is actually something that I should clarify here, right? I think these are great. I think that this is great. I think that this is probably pretty good. I think that these are great. Not so sure about these other ones, right? Because are these special, right? Like contests are great. Obviously, everyone wants a contest, but you're going to enter a contest for a great. What are you going to be more likely to enter a contest in? A great prize that's really intriguing for you, or just something generic, right? So, I mean, like if it was something awesome with lures, or like a really high end. I don't know anything about fishing, so I can't speak to that. But if there's like a high end lure that everyone likes the brand, that's what I'd be interested in. If it's like a 1999 Walmart lure, I don't think anyone cares. But Nespresso, that's a nice brand. Blend-Tech, that's a nice brand. Complete collar, leash set, everything like that. That's like a nice thing. Like that's like a complete package has its own value. So I think that we need to have great products for the giveaway and good products. To be honest, good products for selling. Right? None of us are going to be selling Blend-Tech blenders. None of us are probably going to be selling Nespresso things or high-end tennis rackets, right? But we're going to be selling good products that people want that we're going to be able to either create through print on demand or source through drop shipping. Camping an awesome tent, right? So that I think is cool, right? Like, I'm just thinking about you see those hammock tents that are viral videos, like that's what we'd want to give away. You want to give away something that has previously been proven to be viral. So that's what I'd be looking for. Camping, a trip. That's good. Somewhat expensive. I'd love to. I would absolutely love to do a sport, right, and do event tickets. But what do we sell? Right, that's the issue. Right, what do we sell on the back end that's not infringing? Now, there's gray area, right? But I'm just not so sure. Let me also say this. And we'll see what niche we pick. But understand how people get in trouble with gray area products, right? I'm never going to do anything that's flat out not good, like flat out infringing. But gray area products, right? We're not doing Facebook ads directly. We're doing a little bit on retargeting, but we're not doing massive cold traffic retargeting. Cold traffic direct sales campaigns. So we do have a little bit more area there where we're not going to really have as much, we're not going to have as many rules, for lack of a better word, right? MailChimp, Aweber, Shopify, like, of course we can't have infringing things, but it's not the same as Facebook. So understand that is definitely something valuable. Third wave coffee niche. I don't know what the hell, what does third wave coffee niche mean? I like coffee though. Coffee, good machine. But I guess coffee really would probably be, because we want to go broader, it would probably be more so into the kitchen niche. Could you go to the top sellers for Amazon and get niche giveaway ideas? Absolutely. We definitely could. If someone wants to link me to that, I'll go and bring that up. But that's I would definitely do for kitchen. I would especially go there because I don't know anything about it. Moms, diaper packs. That's smart. Hard to sell baby items though. There's so much scrutiny under those. Lights and flashlights. That definitely makes sense. Didn't you say at the beginning we can use something from a different brand? Yes, we could do definitely from a different brand for giving it away. But we also have to consider what we're going to sell. Cats. Do the cool cat backpack. I agree. I think those are cool. Glamping. So, okay, tell me more, Jory. Is glamping a niche or is it a subcategory of people inside of the camping niche? All right, because I'm not sure how big it is as a niche. Let's see. These are all good ideas. I'm not sure what I'm leaning towards right now. Oh, cat's wall bed. I didn't see that. Definitely. Tents, camp lights, fishing, high-end reel set, mom's idea, necklace, 80s products. Yeah, I love that idea, right? So the 80s product idea says I used to own one of these, but that's pretty much infringement. It's like it's so gray area. If you if you put you can't put a picture of Pokemon on there and say I used to own, a Pokemon card or something. I don't know. I need to think about it, I guess. I'd personally pick 90s nostalgia just because I know it more and I think it's also hotter right now. But I do like that idea. I used to own blank. Because, that could literally be... The thing I like about that is that could be, a cell phone case, a hat, a hoodie, a wallet case, a wall canvas print, and then it could be replicated over and over. Now, the way that we would get away with that is we would do basically... We would never use, official imagery or branding, but we'd have to do things that are very close. And I think that we'd be looking for more like fad things that, potentially don't exist anymore. So they're not going to be defended by the rights holder. We'll consider it. Definitely consider it. Year supply of cat food or dog food. Okay. Guns, do we have that on here? I like that. So maybe we could even get autographed, right? Because I always like looking for memorabilia, right? Celebrity recipe book, autographed. Give it some higher perceived value, make it more unique. Dog Wi-Fi camera. All right, these are great. All right, if you think you have a good idea and I didn't write it down on here, please post it again, just because I just missed it. I want to make sure I get on all this so we could share this into the group and have something to actually vote on. Yeah. Steven says 90s bands autograph stuff, definitely, but then what do we sell them? What do we sell that's not infringing? Right. Kitchen and dogs are going to be the least infringing niches. So I'll put green over here. Whoops. Kitchen, dogs, outdoor, cats, obviously. Yeah, John makes a great point. He says, once you build a fan base on your deals page, you could then do a survey contest and literally just ask them what they want for both giveaways and deal items. So that's great. So a couple people say tech gadgets. I was thinking that originally, right? It's like the least niche. You know, I feel like it's not. It loses all niche potential. Tech gadgets. So, you know, we could even do something like an iPhone for a giveaway or something. Yeah, definitely something to consider. Let's see what the shirt is. So, okay, here's a shirt for, you know, 80s, probably, or maybe even 90s. You know, non-infringing for sure, right? This is great. You know, this is something that, of course, you know, you could absolutely do. And I just wonder, like, you know, how much of this is there? Because this is only print on demand. You know, I feel like we'd run out kind of quickly. There's nothing, you know, we're not going to find a dropship product, I don't think, that's going to be relevant here. So it's a little bit tough. You know, I do think that this is great. You know, yeah. I think it's great. It's just tough. You know, it's tough. I'm not sure if we're going to find other ideas. But this is a good example. Absolutely. Okay, Ben has a good idea. I'll go for it. Motorcycle accessories. Yeah, I mean, motorcycle definitely could be a good one. Guns could be a good one. Fishing could be a good one. These are definitely like, you know, you'll be like in a very specific niche. You know, I'll put red here because I think it's the most dangerous. Yeah. So, okay. We got to get a consensus top 3, and then we're going to go and... You shouldn't do cats. I would like to see you do something outside. Yeah, I agree. Let's see what this is. That's funny. Apple Watch stand. So, yeah, I mean, this could be obviously, but like, I mean, we could drop ship this, but I mean, you know, it's going to be, I get what you're saying, for a contest. Yeah. Definitely. You know, that's, man, we're just going to have to make a decision. It's tough. We'll just have to make one. Is music producer not a good niche? I don't think it's a bad one. Well, I think music producer is a bad one. It's too small. Music would be good overall. You know, I'm not so sure how big music, the size is really. Third wave coffee, interesting. Yeah, I'm not a big coffee drinker. He says you could do 4 and 12 together. Yes, yeah, totally. All right. Well, you know, it's hard enough to even pick 3, but we're going to pick 3. These are going to be my 3, and see if you could sell me off of these 3 if you have a better one. I'm going to put this on the list because I think it's definitely worth us investigating for sure. So I'm going to say that. Then I also want to say this, kitchen, because I think there's so many products that we could sell. It's a massive, yeah, the kitchen's massive. My concern is that it's too broad. and the targeting will be we'll get lots of people that want to get the product, but they might not necessarily be buyers of kitchen product. And then we got to pick a third, and I think I'm leaning towards kind of leaning towards dogs. Yeah. All right. What do you think about these three? Who wants to make a passionate sale for a different one? And this isn't even these are just for us to kind of do a little bit more research on. We need to specifically go and find the sizes of the audiences, find products that we could actually sell. But what do you think? You know, what other ones? I mean, fishing is something I'm kind of fishing and motorcycles are ones that I'm kind of closely considering, because I think that those are just so like, super specific. So specific that we'd easily be able to not, you know, we'd find tons of products. We'd also find people that are absolutely in love with those niches. Like my concern with kitchen is that I don't know, you know, people they're not in love with the kitchen. They might like cooking, but it might be somewhat challenging to do. Thinking here. Yeah, I agree that it'd be nice to do something not dog or cat related. Um, hmm. People love cooking and coffee and barbecue. Yeah, we would definitely. All right. This is too hard, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm now going to do this, and I'm going to leave it up to the voting. So I'm going to make a poll in the group. This is going to be This is going to be the four that we'll consider. I'm going to do the research with you guys, but I'd love for you to help me out on this. I'll make a post in the group. Main thing here is going to be twofold: understanding that we could hit a direct customer, and understanding that, or knowing that we have product to sell that's not going to be tough to source and not going to be infringing. So 1, 2, 5, and 9. That's what we're going to go with in terms of figuring that out. I would say at the second, I'm leaning towards kitchen. If we could make 90s nostalgia work, I think everyone would agree that we would probably have the most fun doing that. Let's all do research on that. I'm going to make a post in the group, like I said, and this is how a lot of things are going to work. Like, I'm going to kind of open source the processes here. For example, next week when we do ad targeting, right, I'll have everyone do some ad targeting as well after I show it. But I really want to kind of take a look, like I said, what's going to be the ability, what is the typical customer? I'll spell this out in the post. What's the typical customer, and what are the products that we're going to sell? Steven says the kitchen would be general enough for everyone. That's true. 90s for challenge and fun, kitchen for relatability and generalness. Yeah. Is memes a niche? No, not really. I mean, we would heavily use them in the 90s nostalgia. I actually just had a great thought. I used to actually... gotta remember the name. If any of you guys could help me out here. There was a company, print-on-demand company, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I think I just remembered it. Basically, it was a company that had licensed products that were ready for print-on-demand, with pretty good margins, too. Yeah, this is it right here, actually. Trevco. I had a few calls with these guys. They can do some type of Shopify something. So I have to go reach out to these guys because here it is, dropship program. So they have, obviously, I mean, this would work tremendously well for 90s stuff. Right? I mean, they'd have like, anything like this would be 90s. So API, that's right. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, I think I have a login here somewhere, but I don't remember it. either way, this will be something that would definitely allow us to do 90s nostalgia legally, which would be pretty cool. Trevco. All right. Teaspoon. No, I don't think they have licensed stuff, do they? I don't know what Teaspoon is. Let me check that out. Teaspoon. No, I don't. I guess I'm looking at the wrong thing. All right. So I'm gonna make a post in the group, right? And I want you guys to really help out and you know, convince me one way or the other. Looking like we're heavily leaning between kitchen versus 90s nostalgia right now, but fishing and dogs could be considered as well. So you know, we will see. So that's about it in terms of you know, this this class. You know, really, I think there shouldn't be anyone feeling overwhelmed or confused about this business model. If there is, I want to take the next 10 minutes, answer any questions that you guys have about this business model, about what we're going to do. You know, I promise you the other classes are going to be, you know, more of actually doing stuff, but this is a requirement to kind of go over everything. So that's it for me now. Like I said, I'll give you guys 5-10 minutes to ask questions about this. We'll do a wrap-up Q&A at the end of every class. Since this is Facebook Live, the recording is just going to be in the group. It's just going to be ready, so you can rewatch this at any time. Yeah, so at this point, I'm opening up to questions. Otherwise, we'll keep talking in the group. Any questions, guys? I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I want to make sure that everything is clear here, but I'm actually writing up the post in the group now. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any questions here, so I guess that's it. And I want to make sure that I'm not seeing any. Okay, cool. Yep. So obviously, you know, we'll have the group for question and answer. I'm really looking forward to your guys' responses for these top 4 niches. Kitchen or 90s nostalgia is going to be how we go. I'll give you a little update about Trevco. And then next class I'll post probably going to be, you know, basically in a couple of days. So I really want to start getting to going in terms of getting a logo designed and getting the site up, getting ClickFunnels running, getting our Shopify store up and running, and that should be one whole class in itself. So that's probably going to be next time. So stay tuned in the group for that. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday. Let's aim for Tuesday tentatively on that. So you know, go ahead and take a look at the post that I make in the group right now. Otherwise, guys, give me a 3 in the chat box if you thought that this was interesting. If you're excited to see this store built, and if you have some belief that we're going to crush it out of the ballpark with this new model. So let me see those 3s in the chat box. And again, I really appreciate you guys spending some time here today. And I'll talk to you real soon inside the group. I'm just going to finish up that post and happy to answer any other questions. All right, so